Good morning, class!
Good morning, ma'am.
So, since we are done discussing the different literary techniques in writing a poem, let us now proceed on your performance task. But before that, let me first share to you the learning outcomes. First is we have discussed the literary techniques considered in writing a poem. The second one is to write an original poem using the different literary techniques. And the third one is to enjoy performing or reciting a poem in front of the class. For your performance task, write a 3-stanza poem with 4 lines about yourself and perform it in front of the class. Regarding on your performance task, I have prepared rubrics in order to evaluate your work. Now in poem making, we have preparedness, 20%, fluency and phrasing, 30%, comprehension, 50%, with a total of 100%. While in poem presentation, we have organization, 30%, word usage or word choice, 30%, language convention, which includes the spelling, correct punctuations, the capitalization, and grammar is 40%, which a total of 100%. But before we proceed, I want you now to participate in finalizing the rubrics. Do you have any suggestion?
Ma'am,
Yes, Miss Demon?
may I suggest if we can add creativity in our rubrics?
Why do you say so?
In writing poem, it should be creative since creative writing is a type of artistic expression that uses our imagination to convey meaning. I believe that writing something creative is a powerful form of expression that will have an impact to others. And we never know what beauty will emerge when we allow the creative side of our brain to take over.
Alright, so how do you want to rate creativity as part of the rubric?
I think we can rate it into 4, 3, 2, and 1, wherein 4 is exceptional, 3 is good work, 2 is developing, and 1 is for beginning. Exceptional when the poem contains many creative details and descriptions that contribute to readers' enjoyment, wherein the author has really used his or her imagination. Good work is when the poem contains a few creative details and descriptions that contribute to the reader's enjoyment and the author has uses his or her imagination. Developing if the poem contains a few creative details and descriptions but they distract from the poem and the author has tried to use his or her imagination. Lastly is the beginning, the lowest, wherein there has a little evidence of creativity in the poem and the author does not seem to have used his or her imagination. That's all, ma'am.
So we will now include creativity as part of the rubric. Thank you very much, Miss Demon. Anyone else? Yes, Miss Masakote.
May I suggest if we can also add effort in the poem making? Because I believe effort is also needed since the students did their best to make the poem itself. So, same as the rating presented by Miss Demon, it should be rate 4 for exceptional, 3 for good work, 2 for developing, and 1 for beginning. For exceptional, it should be students' work demonstrates a complete understanding of the assignment and goes beyond the requirements. And for good work, students' work demonstrates an understanding of the assignment. And for developing, students' work demonstrates some understanding of the assignment. For beginning, students' work lacks understanding of the assignment. That's all, ma'am.
So we will now include effort as part of the rubric. Thank you very much, Miss Masakote. Yes, Miss Tongo.
Ma'am, I believe that we should also add enthusiasm as one of the criteria in poem presentation. Presenters must be enthusiastic in a way that they should have this feeling of energetic interest and the eagerness in a particular activity they are involved with, especially on how they present their poem. Just as what others suggest, I agree that we'll use a 4-point rating system wherein 4 is given to exceptional presenters who generates and displays a strong interest and enthusiasm, and their emotions are also present in their presentation. 3 for those who presented good work, which sometimes generates a strong interest or enthusiasm and has some emotions. 2 for those developing presenters who tries to generate a strong interest or enthusiasm but seems somewhat fake or does not display emotions. And 1 for beginning presenters who doesn't generate much interest or enthusiasm and has no emotion.
So let's also include enthusiasm in the rubric. Thank you very much. So for the last one, yes, Miss Yatur.
I just wanted to add on about the rubrics for the poem presentation, which is the volume. It is the loudness or the softness of the voice of the poem presenter, and for the ratings, we have 4 as the highest, 3, 2, and 1 as what Melcy Joy Tongo said earlier. In each categories, 4 is the highest, and then for the poem making, we have 5 categories. For the poem presentation, we have 5 categories, and the total of each categories is we have 20 and 20 for the poem making.
Alright, so volume is now included. So as to finalize the rubric, in poem making, we have 5 categories, namely the preparedness, fluency and phrasing, comprehension, and we have effort and creativity as an additional. Now in poem presentation, we also have 5 categories. We have the organization, the word usage and word choice, the language convention that includes the spelling, correct punctuation, capitalization, the grammar. Now as for the rating, the exceptional will be given 4 points. Good work, 3 points. Developing is 2 points. And the beginning is 1 point. So since we have 5 categories each, 4 is the highest rating. So we will have 20 points as the highest score. So do you have any clarifications or suggestion additional? Alright, if none, thank you very much class for participating in finalizing the rubric. I wish you good luck in doing your performance task. Now before we will end our discussion, let me first share to you the importance of having performance task as part of the class discussion. So performance task plays a vital role in teaching and learning process. This is one way of letting students get involved in realistic activities that will help them generate knowledge and develop their skills and abilities. Now, as for the rubrics, this lets students know what is expected to them. This helps students see that learning is about gaining specific skills, both in academic subjects and in problem solving and life skills. And this also gives students the opportunity to do self-assessment to reflect the learning process. Now, in making rubrics, the teacher and the student can do collaboration by helping set goals for the task and suggest how this works or how their work should be evaluated. So that ends our discussion. Thank you very much everyone for listening. I hope you gained something today. See you again on our next discussion. Have a great day.